In the quiet city of Derby, England, a fire tore through a family home in the middle of the night. Within minutes, 6 innocent children were trapped in a blaze so intense that even seasoned detectives found themselves overwhelmed with emotion. This is the story of the Derby Family Massacre, a crime so heartbreaking, so deliberate, and so haunting that investigators said it was one of the hardest cases of their entire careers. It was the early hours of May 11, 2012. Victory Road, a quiet residential street, slept peacefully. No sound, no movement, until suddenly flames began to rise from the Philpott family home. Smoke billowed from the downstairs windows. Neighbors rushed outside as the fire alarm echoed through the street. Parents screamed for help. People tried to break windows, kick down the door, climb through openings, anything to save the children trapped inside. But the heat was overwhelming. The flames were too strong. The house impossibly felt sealed from the inside. By the time firefighters arrived, 6 children, aged between 5 and 13, were unconscious from smoke inhalation. Only one child was pulled out alive, but would later pass away in hospital. The scene devastated everyone who witnessed it. At first, investigators assumed this was a tragic accident, a faulty plug, a cigarette, an electrical fault. But something about the scene felt wrong. There were no signs of accidental ignition. The fire pattern was unnatural, and there were traces of petrol, accelerant, near the front of the house. This wasn't a tragedy, it was deliberate. When the children's parents, Mick and Mairead Philpott, appeared on television pleading for help, the public felt sympathy. Their voices trembled, their tears flowed, and their arms wrapped tightly around each other. But detectives watching the interview noticed something strange, something they couldn't ignore. Their emotional tone seemed inconsistent. Their story lacked detail. Their reactions felt controlled, almost rehearsed. And in a chilling moment, when the press conference ended, cameras continued recording. Mick Philpott smiled, a casual, relaxed smile. Investigators froze when they saw it. It was the first crack in the facade. Before we continue, don't forget to subscribe. It helps us bring real stories and real investigations to life. Fire experts examined the house thoroughly. There were no electrical faults, no accidental sources of ignition. Instead, they found petrol traces at the letterbox, burn patterns consistent with fast ignition, doors blocked from outside airflow, a deliberate funnel effect to accelerate flames through the hallway. This wasn't just arson, this was a meticulously planned fire. The Philpotts were well known to social services. They had financial struggles, complicated relationships, and an unusual living arrangement involving a former mistress, Lisa Willis. Detectives soon discovered the motive: a custody dispute, insurance, and a plan to frame the mistress, Lisa Willis, by starting the fire from outside the home. But the plan went wrong. Instead of a small fire to frighten her, the accelerant ignited violently, trapping the children upstairs. Police interrogated Mick and Mairead. Their stories shifted. Timelines contradicted themselves. Witnesses reported hearing unusual noises earlier that night. And the final breakthrough came when a friend of Mick's, Paul Mosley, admitted to assisting with the petrol. Suddenly, the pieces fit. This wasn't an accident. It wasn't an act of panic. It was a crime built on manipulation, revenge, and greed. During the trial, the courtroom heard devastating testimony. Petrol found on clothing, lies in the public statements, evidence of planning, motive involving benefits and custody battles. As the evidence mounted, detectives couldn't hide their emotions. Many admitted they cried during the investigation, not just because of the loss, but because of the unimaginable cruelty behind it. The verdict was clear. Mick Philpott, guilty, life imprisonment. Mairead Philpott, guilty. Paul Mosley, guilty. The Derby community mourned the 6 children. A memorial filled the street with flowers, photographs, toys, and handwritten notes. The tragedy sparked national debate about social services, child protection, welfare policies, domestic manipulation. The case became a symbol of how unchecked dysfunction can turn deadly. The Derby Family Massacre remains one of the darkest crimes in Britain's modern history. A fire intended as a scheme turned into a nightmare that destroyed 6 innocent lives. And it left detectives, firefighters, neighbors, and an entire nation heartbroken. This story continues to echo today, a reminder that evil sometimes hides behind ordinary walls. Don't forget to subscribe. More real investigations are on the way.